Hi, Dio here. It's my first video for a while, and I haven't made a new video for quite some time. I've been dealing with some personal issues, and for some reason I just don't feel like making a new video. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, but that's not why I'm here. Since it's Halloween, and I'd like to share you an old cartoon. A very, very old one that really traumatized me as a kid. I remember watching this really old cartoon, and it was so bizarre, and I can't stop thinking about it. When I first saw this animated short, it I remember watching it. I was very little. I was very little when I first saw it. And when I first saw it, it literally scared the hell out of me. I mean, I never seen anything like that. Because I remember there was it was so disturbing, and it just, I really can't get it out of my head whenever I saw it as a kid. And it took me a while to find that short. It took me a very, very long time, because there's this one short that nobody talks about. And when I finally found the short, and I found out it came out around the 1930s, and because I know it was very old when I first saw it, and it really, yeah, it really traumatized me as a kid, and I can't stop thinking about it. And when I first found it, it was exactly how I remembered it. Although it was more disturbing than I remembered. The short is called Play Safe, and and when I when I first saw it as a kid, it was nothing like what I've seen. And looking back now, when I found when I rewatched the short now, and then I realized it was some way to like give a message to little kids that you need to be careful on things, and they did it in the most fucked up thing they ever did. And excuse my language, but I had to say it. I had to say my opinion on this because it really is fucked up. The plot of the short focuses on a little boy who's obsessed with trains, and then he was playing with a toy train, and then he saw a real train next to his house, and then he goes after it, but then at some point he hit his head, and he's knocked out, and while he's knocked out, he had this weird dream that in his dream there are lots of trains that he could have, and he was very happy. And then when he took one train, he goes for a ride, and once he took it, for some reason, it comes to life. Like literally, it comes to life. Like the train grows a face and everything. It was bizarre, and I never seen anything like that when I was a kid back then, and it literally scared the hell out of me, and because when the train comes to life, it started screaming and yelling. It's like he's speaking, but he's speaking gibberish, He's just screaming and yelling. That's all it. But then another train comes out of nowhere and both trains charge at each other, and I was like, holy shit, what is happening right now? And that really, that was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. And 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 at the time, I don't know what was happening. It, I I was completely traumatized when I first saw it as a kid, and that and that really and that really did scare the hell out of me. And and after I saw that, when I first saw that, when I was a kid, and when I first saw it, I never wanted to watch something like that ever again. When I first saw it, but as the years gone by, I totally forgot what the name of it. But I didn't forget it. I just didn't get the name of it. I never got the name of that short when I first saw it as a kid, and it took me years to find that short. And and nowadays, like from people's top tens and like top 10 videos I found on YouTube, there was nothing on the short. I tried to look more on to find if it is the right short, or did they mention anything about it. No one did. No one mentions about this really old cartoon. No one did. So I did my own. So I did my own research, and it took me years to find it. And then when I found it, it was exactly how I remembered. But like I said, it was far more disturbing than I remembered. And then I realized the dream sequence, it was completely shot in live action, and then they rendered it with animation afterwards. The whole dream sequence was entirely shot in live action, and then to put animation over it, and that made me realize that was even more disturbing than how I remembered. So yeah, that was the most disturbing cartoon I have ever seen. And I'm glad that I wanted to share you with this because this is one cartoon no one talks about. And I get it because no one watches really old cartoons, and yeah, and so yeah, this is what I wanted to share. So so yeah, so thank you for thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.